Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Monday, May 10th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Monday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice here that the ES remains within a very clear uptrending market right now. Previously, we had a failed new low, bullish outside day, buy signal here with a continuation through the previous month's close, now through the previous month's high. Currently, we are sitting at the highs, right at the previous week's close and high, and we're sitting right there with a very narrow range of 16 points right here, 16-point range. And you can see right there that that 16-point range, barely half of what it's been averaging 35 points on a 10-day basis, so 45% of ADR, very narrow right now to begin the week. Overall, any failure to hold that 47.20 early in the day could open up a rotation back into the weekly pivot range below, perhaps as low as 41.76s, which is the weekly midpoint and the previous week's closing weekly VWAP. So if we were to see some weakness away from the previous close here, we may see a return back to the previous week's midpoint. That is right here at 76, right in line with the previous close. That could provide a continuation higher down the road early in the week. So right now, watching 42.20. Any push down from there could open up a return of some degree, 4200, 4176, somewhere in that zone, and in there could lead to a continuation higher the rest of the week. We'll see how that plays out. Taking a look here at the NQ, this one is already kind of sitting just below or right at the weekly midpoint here. This one, inside day at the moment, is trading 56% of ADR, 115 points of range right now, but the flow is to the upside. Not quite a bullish outside day on Thursday, but you did have a failed new low with a push and a close below the previous mid. That's fairly bullish here, at least in the short term. Right now, again, the flow has been to the upside, narrow inside day here, so any pullback could still be an opportunity to continue this thing higher. Above 13.8 really starts to open up the upside. And again, 13.7 is kind of that key level. It's the bottom of the key range there that it developed here, the bottom of this trading range right here. It broke through, now it's right at it. Reclaiming that level would open up the top end of that range at 14.064 down the road. Let's take a look here at crude oil. Crude right now trading higher, gapping up a little bit here, pulling back, and seeing a little bit of a bounce off 65s. We've talked about how bullish this trend has been, especially ever since we got that breakout from this narrow range. Failed new low got us higher. Another failed new low got us into our 66 target. Now we have another higher low here developing inside the Pima trigger zone, and we've bounced out of it here to begin the day. That could lead to more strength ahead, especially above 66 as you start to work your way toward the top end of that larger key range, and that is 67.98. So we could be looking at a continuation toward that target over the next 1 to 2 weeks, especially if price can continue to hold these 64s here in the near term. So right now, still forging away higher. Any failed new low tomorrow or anything like that could continue this thing higher toward those 67.98s. Let's take a look here at gold futures now. Gold very bullish overall. We talked last week about this narrow range right here and how it was building energy for a move, and that same day it got the breakout here and a continuation to the upside. We have now trading in the 1840s here, just shy of the 1850 level that we talked about before. But again, we've seen this thing continue to push higher, build higher lows, higher highs along the way, and the fact that we are now back above key market structure levels, right? That key market structure 1765, you have that important 1800 level. Being above those levels now means that any pullback as deep as 1800 could still be a move across the way, not only into 1875, which was our top end of our target, but we mentioned last week now we may actually go all the way back up here to this 1960 level now, based off of the strength of this move. So again, 1800 very, very important here on any pullback. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this develops here heading into the rest of the week. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.